Welcome back, guys, to the KTTV channel. Thank you guys for coming here, watching my video right now. Now today, what I have in store for you guys, I will be doing my own tournament bracket for March Madness this year. I am going down the line and picking each one of these teams one by one. You guys are hearing me live as I'm doing this. This is it probably might be a little bit difficult. I don't know for sure. I haven't watched too much college basketball. I've watched a couple games. I know about a couple teams. So far as stats and stuff like that, I haven't too much kept up with it. So I'm kind of like, I don't want to deep dive into stats and stuff like that because I want to be kind of surprised by my picks. And then the stats and stuff does not matter when it comes to March Madness, unfortunately. It's crazy how it goes down. It's been upsets over the past couple years, all over the place. So I'm gonna go ahead and choose some of these teams right now. We already know number one seeds are almost bound to go to the Final Four, just about, unless they get like, a tough number two seed or a tough 3 or 4. It just kind of depends, but let's go ahead and go through it. Now, first thing we're gonna start off with is Duke versus two teams that either will be playing tonight or tomorrow to get into that 16 slot. Either way it goes, I got Duke winning. Zion Williamson, RJ Barrett, that's enough. I don't even want to go into that team. VCU or UCF? I'm going to pick VCU. They've had pretty good teams over the past couple of years, so I'm going to go ahead and choose them. Mississippi State and Liberty. Now, when I looked at the Mississippi State and Liberty contest, I originally wanted to go with Liberty because these 5 and 12 matchups has produced a couple upsets, and I'm gonna have to pick Liberty. I know, surprising, right? Now, Virginia Tech and St. Louis. I'm gonna pick Virginia Tech. Maryland and I think it's Belmont and Temple. I'm gonna pick Maryland. LSU versus Yale. I'm going to pick LSU on that one. Louisville and Minnesota. I'm going to pick Louisville on that one. Louisville got a pretty good team this year. Michigan State and Michigan State, of course. Gonzaga versus F. Dickinson. I don't even know this team. Yo, I'm picking Gonzaga. Syracuse and Baylor. I'm going to pick Syracuse. I think they're going to be pretty good. Marquette and Murray State. Not going to lie to you, I'm going to pick Murray State just because, oh my goodness, the highlights that came from this team. Morant's awesome, dog. Florida State and Vermont. Florida State. Buffalo, ASU, SJ. I'm going to pick Buffalo on that one. Texas Tech and Northern Kentucky. Going to pick Texas Tech. Nevada and Florida. Now, I originally, looking at this, I don't really know who to pick for or who to pick. So right here, I'm actually gonna go with Florida. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Florida is an SEC team, and I don't know if I'm just going off like not recent history, but like far away history. Florida usually produces pretty good basketball teams in the SEC. So I'm gonna pick Florida in an upset. Michigan and Montana. I'm gonna pick Michigan. Virginia and Gardner-Webb. Virginia. Ole Miss and Oklahoma. Ole Miss. Wisconsin and Oregon. Ooh, I'm going to pick Wisconsin. Oregon might be a tough out for them. Kansas State and UC Irvine. I'm going to pick Kansas State. Villanova and St. Mary's. Going to pick Villanova. Purdue and Old Dominion. I'm going to pick Purdue. Cincinnati and Iowa. I'm going to pick Cincinnati. Cincinnati usually has great basketball teams. Tennessee and Colgate. I'm going to pick Tennessee. North Carolina and Iona. I'm going to pick North Carolina on that one. Utah State and Washington. I'm going to pick Washington in another upset. It's 8-9 matchup. Auburn and New Mexico State. I'm going to pick Auburn. Kansas and Northeastern, I'm going to pick Kansas, even though they did lose the Big 12 this year. Iowa State and Ohio State, going to pick Iowa State. Pretty sure they're a better team. Houston and Georgia State. Now, Georgia State has been looking pretty good. I did look at their run in the tournament, in the Sun Belt tournament. So, This is a tough one. I want to pick the upset really, really badly. I'm going to go with Houston. Oh, God. People are going to hate me for that one. Walford or Seton Hall. I'm going to go with the upset on that one, pick Seton Hall. Kentucky and Abilene Christian. Is that how you say it? I don't know for sure. I'm going to pick Kentucky on that one. All right. Now we're down to the round of 32. Duke and VCU. Gonna pick Duke. Liberty and Virginia Tech. Gotta pick Virginia Tech. Liberty, I'm sorry. I picked you in the upset, but you guys are going down. LSU and Maryland. I'm gonna go with Maryland on this one with the upset. Louisville and Michigan State. Gonna go with Michigan State here. Gonzaga and Syracuse. Syracuse doesn't have enough to beat Gonzaga. Murray State and Florida State. It has to be one team to make it out. And if it's going to be that team, I think it's going to be Murray State, even though Florida State is in a tough ACC conference. I don't think that, every team should do that. And we do need one Cinderella team to make it far. I'm going to pick Murray State. Buffalo and Texas Tech. I'm going to pick Texas Tech. Florida and Michigan. Going to pick Michigan. Virginia and Ole Miss. Gonna pick Virginia on that one. Wisconsin and Kansas State. Gonna pick Kansas State. Villanova and Purdue. I want to go Villanova here. I'm gonna go Villanova here in an upset. Yeah, it has to be a couple upsets in the tournament, guys. I'm sorry. Come on. Cincinnati, Tennessee. North Carolina, Washington. Kansas, Auburn. Auburn winning the SEC championship, been pretty good all year. Kansas did not win the Big 12 this year. Crazy. I'm going to go with Auburn with the upset. Iowa State and Houston. Going to pick Houston. Seton Hall and Kentucky. Going to pick Kentucky. Now, let's get down to the Sweet 16. Jeez. Duke and Virginia Tech. I got Duke. You guys already know. Zion Williamson. I feel like he's going to go off. Maryland, Michigan State. Gotta go with Michigan State. I really want to see that Duke-Michigan State matchup. Gonzaga and Murray State. I think this is where Murray State's run ends. Gonzaga advances. Texas Tech and Michigan. Ooh. Texas Tech plays great defense from what I've seen at the beginning of the year. I'm going to go Texas Tech with the upset. Got to. I love Michigan, but I think Texas Tech will pull it out in that type of matchup. Virginia and Kansas State. Virginia. Villanova versus Tennessee. I'm going to pick Tennessee on that one. North Carolina versus Auburn. I think North Carolina's going to beat them. Houston and Kentucky. Going to pick Kentucky. Now for the Elite Eight. Ooh. Okay. In the East matchup for the East Championship, I'm going to pick Duke to win that to make it to the Final Four. In the West Championship game, going to pick Gonzaga to beat Texas Tech in the West. In the South, going to pick Tennessee to beat Virginia. That might be very surprising, but Tennessee has been a really, really good team this year. Midwest, I'm going to pick North Carolina to win that to move on to the Final Four. Duke versus Gonzaga. I see Duke winning, avenging their loss from earlier this year. And with the Tennessee and North Carolina game, I want to pick Tennessee very, very badly, but I think this is going to be an all ACC National Championship game with a rematch between Duke and North Carolina. Now, who's going to win this game? A lot of people have had a lot of things to say about this game. I personally think North Carolina is going to pull it out. They've beaten Duke twice. They lost by literally 1 point to these guys before. I see this being a very, very tough game. And I think the final score will be 69-65, I want to say. And I'm doing this on ESPN. Go ahead and fill out your bracket now. If you have not, you can submit it. Try to win some money if you can. I may be submitting this bracket as well. but I'll do all that like another time or sometime after this video. But other than that, that is my bracket for this year. You can use my bracket, see if you can win some money. Whether you agree with my bracket or not is completely on you. But this is the end of this video. Thank you guys for coming through, watching, and kind of giving a look at my decision making, whether you think it's smart or not. Thank you guys for watching and being here. I appreciate all of the love and support. Thank you guys for watching again, and peace.